Crafty Session. My name is Anne Granger, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada. I am popping on a few minutes early just so I can make sure that I did this right and that my settings look great. And yeah, so let me find myself here. I hope you've had a great day. I look forward to my Monday night crafty sessions. Monday is a hard day. You know, you're coming back from off the weekend and, you know, you're sometimes tired, but I think a midway day, I'm like, yes, I get to stamp and craft with my friends tonight. So I'm so excited. All right, just trying to find me here on my device. If you are here, say hi. Let me know you are watching. I don't know if I got one going here or two going. All right, so if you are here, say hi and let me know you're watching. Just trying to make sure that everything looks straight. So, yeah, let me just give me a minute here. I think that looks better. I think we're good. Okay, I'm gonna push up my mat here a little bit. I wish I had a setup where I could leave my mat up all the time, but unfortunately, I don't. I have one desk and, and I need to work on it. And I just wish I could set up and leave my camera and everything the way it was, like my mat, everything. And like all I had to do is just put my phone in and go, but I have to take it apart each day. Okay, let me just make sure I'm straight. Okay, if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I can see myself now here on my laptop, so we're good. Let me just move it a little closer to me. As I said, happy Monday and welcome to our Monday night crafty session. If you're new to the Stampin' Up! Channel, welcome, welcome. And if you're watching on the replay and you're a returning viewer, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me. How this works is each week I pick a product of the week. On Mondays I come live to you at 7 and I usually bring you a scrapbook page. And then I come live to you on Wednesday night and I bring you a card class to go designed around a product. I don't know about you, but I actually was introduced to Stampin' Up! As a scrapbooker. And I will be a demonstrator for 19 years in May. So I fell in love with scrapbooking, and that's how I was introduced to the world of Stampin' Up! And then as I started scrapbooking, I started card making. And then I kind of did more card making than scrapbooking. And then I was so excited that when Stampin' Up! Announced they were coming back with more scrapbooking products, I decided it was time to start doing more scrapbooking. Because I know there's people out there that are just scrapbookers, and I know there's people out there that are just card makers, and I know there's people who dabble into both. So whatever your preference is, I hope these videos help you. So each week I pick a product of the week. But before we start, I always need to say, grab a drink, grab some chocolate, and grab your projects. Maybe you're watching on the replay and you're in your craft room creating. Maybe you're watching live while you're making supper or early in the morning. Wherever you're watching from, welcome, welcome. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Okay, so I'm a huge chocolate fan. I've got a little bit of mix of everything, some Lindor, some Hershey Nuggets, Hershey's. Yeah, so I don't know about you, but chocolate is my favorite thing. I have to have it like every day. So this week, I thought I would showcase to you the Love Story stamp set. So let me show you the Love Story stamp set, and then I'm going to show you where you can find it in the book. So this is the Love Story stamp set. And there's not a lot of inspiration out there. Usually, like when I pick a product, I'll check to see what the concept artist did. I'll look to see what other demonstrators or people have made. But there wasn't a lot out there, so I had to really dig in the box to create some projects this week. I love it. I love that the big giant words here, they actually coordinate with the mini alphabet dies, which I think was brilliant. They took that die and they put it into a stamp set, which I think was really smart. But I think there's a lot of different greetings in here you can use for a lot of different occasions. So let me show you where you can find that. And I'm going to show you how my inspiration came about. Okay, so this is our January to April catalog. And at the front of it, Stampin' Up! Sells these, what we are called workshop kits. I don't know why they call them a workshop. I just wish they would call them scrapbook kits. But anyways, either way, they're a kit that you can buy. and it gives you all the supplies you need to create 6 layouts. So 3 double page layouts. I actually just did this layout on last week. If you're local, I just started a scrapbook club, and each month we're focusing on one of the workshop kits, and this is the one we did on Saturday. So I'm actually going to show you what I did. So my workshop kit is, we're going to create a kit. I'm going to show you an alternative. So I'm going to show you that. That's what we're going to make tonight. So there's like different ones, but what they've done is, so this is the scrapbooking workshop kit. And what they've done back here is called scrapbooking from scratch, which is just another section in our catalog. And you can find all these products online. But what they've done is they've taken a DSP from the scrapbooking workshop kit and one of the sticker sheets, and they made it into an extra pack. They've given you coordinated designer series paper, coordinated 2-tone cardstock, and then a stamp set. So this week I'm focusing on the stamp set, and I've paired it with the the Made with Love designer series paper. But the stickers that I'm going to use are actually from the Love Story, because it's the exact same sheet. So if I was to go back here and show you, where are they here? Oh. If I go back and show you, you can see that this sticker sheet and paper is the same as what you get in here. You just get extra die cuts. So I'm going to show you the product we are using tonight. Then I'm going to show you the scrapbook layouts that I made. And then I'm going to show you the alternative that I made. I showed my customers on Saturday, because in my scrapbook class, I'm always going to show you different ways. I'm going to show you the leftover pieces that I actually had from the workshop kit. And the ladies were really impressed. They were impressed with the layouts. They were impressed with the instructions, but they could not believe how much product they had left over. So let's just do a recap. We are showcasing the Love Story stamp set, which is part of the, it coordinates with the Made with Love suite. It is a photo palmer. This is our new photo palmer packaging sheet. If you are new to Stampin' Up, this is what we're carrying now. And if you're not new to Stampin' Up, you know that we've transitioned to photo palmer. So that is what we're going to use tonight. As I said, I always like to pick pattern paper when I create my projects. So I'm showcasing, once again, the Made with Love 12 by 12 designer series paper. I love this paper. I literally could just have a full pack of these ones right here. Even this one, I'm going to show you this one in the layout. It was super cute. Beautiful colors, Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Strawberry Slush. Here in Canada, that is the ordering number, and that is the price. So we are pairing it with this. So tonight's projects will use this. And on Wednesday, when I do my card class to go, it will focus on the stamp set and the paper, and I'm pulling in some other products. All right, so let me show you. I just want to show you that the Love Story and the Made with Love designer series paper coordinates with the Endless Love bundle. I did this product back in the second week of January. Yeah, second week of January. So if you want to check out the videos that I did, you can go back and see. As you can tell, some great dies. Now, this is our new die packaging. This is the stamp set. But our dies come like this, but my brain thinks this way. And I tried to keep my dies in the single pack, but it didn't work. So I went back to using this for now. I think I need to get some magnetic sheets for my new packaging. I'll have to look into that. But this is the dies we're going to use tonight. I just wanted to show you what coordinated with it. Oops. Okay, so let me show you the Love Story workshop kit. And then I'm going to show you the layouts, and then we're going to dive in. So this is the Love Story workshop kit. I'm going to call it scrapbooking kit. In here, you get all the supplies you need to create these 3 layouts, plus, so let me just kind of show you here, just so you can see what I mean. These are really great. If you're new to scrapbooking, these would be perfect. If you're an avid scrapbooker, these are perfect. Okay, so each one of these workshop kits come with these instructions. They are colored step by step. It actually tells you like what paper you need, what the orientation is, how you cut each cut, and it goes and walks you through that. then it actually walks you through how to complete each layout individually, which I think is really great. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here for a minute. This is all the leftover product I have from this kit. So I have all this DSP. So after I cut all my papers for all my layouts that I'm going to show you, this is what I had left. Actually, these are photo mats. But you can see that I have a lot of cardstock left. I have a lot of DSP left. It was great. And then this is what I used to create the layout, somewhat of the layout we're using tonight. The one thing in here, they also come with these photo mats, which are really nice. I'll show you how you can use them. I'll leave them out to remind me to do that. And it just helps that, like, say you create your pages, but maybe you're not going to work on them right away. It reminds you what pictures you need to put in. So that's all the paper. And then it comes with 2 sheets of die cuts that you just punch out. But then it also comes with this sheet that is stickers. And as I said to you, this is what we're going to use. We're going to try to play around with it tonight for what I'm using. But this is kind of cool of what it is. All right, so let me just go ahead and put this back in. So as you can see, I've got a lot of paper. Now I'm just going to put the pattern paper in with my Made with Love DSP that I already have. And then I will put the cardstock in with my cardstock scraps. But it's a great layout. So let me show you. So each person on Saturday night got one of these kits. Or sorry, Saturday morning, each person got one of these kits. I walked them through and showed them how to, like, use the cutting, gave them tips and tricks as I put it together. And then they all worked on it, and they had so much fun. So let me show you the scrapbooking workshop kits that we made. So I'm going to show you page by page. So this is page number 1. And this was done from the workshop kit. Super cute. I love the stripes. I think you could easily switch this out. If you followed me last week, you would have known I used the Fabulous Saying stamp set. And I actually created this pattern, this layout, but in a different color scheme. Love it. So you can see I use the photo mats right here. So I just actually just kind of put them down with a little bit of, like, tape. And then they can have the 3x4, so I know when I go back that, oh, these are 3x4 photos. So these are die cuts, pre-cut die cuts. I just pop them out and then I pop them up. So there's layout number 1. And then this is page 2. I don't know if I can show you both. Let me see. Does that work if I show you both? Oh, yes, it does, actually, because I'm far enough back. Okay. So this is one double layout. So you can see that it carried all the way over. And then we've got some die cuts we popped up. This is where we'll do some journaling. So that was number 1, which I think is super, super fun. Okay, number 2, which I think is so sweet. My niece was here on Saturday afternoon, and I said to her, this kit would be perfect for my new great niece. Look at how cute this one is. I loved how they used, like, so on this one they used, like, this is Bubble Bath 2-tone cardstock. And then over here they use the DSP, but these will fit your 3x4 photos. Got your little journaling here. It says My Sweet One. Super, super cute. Would be cute for a little girl page. You know, just something really adorable. And then you have this page here. So this actually holds 4 3x4 photos and a 4x6. Super easy. This one was actually just done on the DSP, which I thought was really neat, just using DSP as your background. So there's layout number 2. And then layout number 3, I think I love. I love it because it's the big heart. And as you noticed, the heart actually coordinates with what the die looks like, which I thought was super cute. So it has the love you. This is kind of like a 4x4 photo. I love the big love you. I love the hearts. I love the colors. So there's the one side. And then this goes with the other side. So it just shows you, so 2 4x6 photos, actually 2 4x6 photos. And then you can put photos here. So a 3x4, and I think these were maybe like 3x3s. And then some journaling. So I thought, you know what, that's super cute. just a really great way to document something you love or you love to do. It could be crafting with your friends. It could be your family. It could be your dog. It could be your spouse. It could be a friend. It could be whoever you love and want to spend time with. So that is the 3 pages that you can create from the love story page. So tonight we're going to create a We're going to create a scrapbook page together. Let me just move this out of my way here. I'm just going to set this back here for a minute. So this is the page that we're going to create together tonight. I was inspired by this page. So this page, I saw a similar layout on, if you're on Facebook, it's called Scrapbooking Global Stampin' Up. And I was inspired by a page that I saw from a girl named Holly V. And she had used it for her love of the Detroit Red Wings, and I thought it was so cute. My daughters and I actually went to a Habs game at the Bell Center, and my one daughter and I think I might use it for that. But I think it was so cute, just fun time. So we are going to create this page together. So let's dive in. I'm going to show you what we need. As you know, I will upload this, so this video, when I'm done, will finish processing. And then tomorrow night's a busy night. So probably either, if I have time, if not, it'll be in the next couple days. I'll post this picture for you. All right, so we are using our white willow. This is our 12 by 12. And then I will link this video to my blog, which will give you all the measurements. So if you want to remake this page, you can. I am using a piece of real red two-tone cardstock. So you can see that is the lighter version. And then this is the darker version, I feel like. Yeah, so this is the light, and then this is the dark. So we're going to use the darker side. And you know me, I don't like to adhere anything down until I'm ready to kind of do that, because I don't want to glue and then make a mistake. All right, I have a piece of the designer series paper. So this is the Made with Love, and this is 4 by 10 3/4. So that is going to go right there. I have this piece, which I told you, this is like my favorite pattern. I think this is such a cool little, you could use this for so many different occasions. And then this is stripes. So this one measures 6.5 by 8, and we're going to put that right there. And then I have this piece here, which is the opposite side of this, and this measures 6.5 by 2 3/4, which should fit right there. Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side, and we're going to build on this first, and then I will adhere down. So let's go ahead. Stampin' Up still has not got their tape runners in. The shipping dates have been pushed back. I'm sure they're probably just trying to get it from overseas or wherever it comes from. And all the crazy weather we've had. Oh my goodness, we got hammered with snow. But it's not as much as like I'm about 2 hours from Toronto, Ontario, and Toronto got almost 50 centimeters of snow yesterday. It was crazy. It was definitely a good day to be in my craft room, my happy place. I call it my stamp room. So I was in here yesterday watching the snow. It's pretty when you're looking inside. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down. Oh my gosh. I was saying on Saturday at my class, I have a love-hate for the glue. Either you love it or you hate it. And I'm a little bit of both. I'm trying really hard to really like this glue, but I find you have to keep the glue in the tip, or you're just doing what I just did. I think that might be a little low on my thing, but that's okay. I have a little bit more spacing in this. Might be a little too much. That's okay. All right. We are going to put our photo mats down. So this is a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, which fits a 4 by, oh my gosh, a 4 by 6 mat perfectly. Okay, so where I'm knowing this is going to go over here a little bit. And then this is a 4 by 4. 4¼ by 4¼ so it'll fit a 4x4, and I'm not going to glue much on this side, so I'm going to try to glue more over here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't have my pictures down yet. I want to be able to slide my picture in, and then I will just adhere it when I'm done. So we have that. Okay, so let me bring in my little holder here. Okay, now we're ready to put this down on this, because I feel like I've got my pieces in place. So let's go ahead, make sure that glue gets down there. As I said, my inspiration came from I'm assuming she's a demonstrator, or maybe a customer. Her name's Holly, and she shared this layout on the Stampin' Up the Scrapbooking Global Facebook group, which is a good one. If you're looking for scrapbooking inspiration, it has a lot of great ideas. Okay, I don't measure, I just eyeball. Okay, so we have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some pieces. So I've already did some die cutting for us just to save us time. Oh, actually I was going to cut a heart with you. So let me move this out of the way, and let's grab that so I can show you what we need to do. Do you think I have what I need here? Let me see if this is a big enough piece. I'm not sure if this is big enough. I might need to get a bigger, nope. Okay, hold on. Just grabbing my die cutting machine. Okay, so we are using, this is my Big Boss, aka my Stampin' Cut. So we're gonna use plate 1, and no, we don't need that. We need the dies. All right, so we're gonna use these plates for cutting. Now, I just need a bigger piece of red. So let me just grab a piece of red out here. Let's see if I can find one that's big enough. I have a drawer with all my red in it, and I bet you I'm only going to be able to find is a scrap piece. Ooh, this might be a good piece. Yeah, let's put that one in there. Okay, so that will work. All right, so as you can see, this die is very delicate, and I probably should pop out those little holes, but I don't have time for that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cardstock down. So I'm using real red, and I'm going to put down a piece of wax paper. So this is just, here in Canada, it's called cling wax paper. This will help cut out your intricate dies a little easier. I've also heard people say they use like dryer sheets. I found this really works. And it's a good way to use up your wax paper. Okay, so we're gonna roll this through. And I wanted to show you this because I wanted to show you, like, this die, if you didn't have wax paper, you would be cutting out all these little holes. And as you can see, that's a lot of little holes. You don't wanna be cutting those out. But, so let me just move this out of the way here. Let me put it back over on my table. All right. So now when I've gone ahead and did that, I'm going to peel off this wax paper. And as you can see, it has punched out majority of my holes. And that's okay, because we're just going to grab on, I'm just going to put this in here. This is like my little, I'm just going to go ahead and just pop out those little remaining ones. The next time I probably use my die, I will pop out, those holes in the die, because that'll make this a little easier. But as you can see, it's coming out pretty easy, where if I didn't have that wax paper underneath it, it probably would be a little harder. I think we've got them all here. Yes, okay. Let's go over there. So let me just move this and clear this off. We are going to, let me just bring my paper in. I'm using this little mat. This little silicone mat came with our, with the glass mat. And as you can see, I use my glass mat all the time. I love it. The only time I really use grid paper is when I need to stamp something. So we are going to pop this up. So as I said, on Saturday morning, we had our scrapbook club. You can join that club anytime if you're here locally. And I'm sure we could figure out a way to do it virtually if you wanted. So super cute. I'm going to move this in just a little bit. Yeah, the lady, we had a great morning of creating. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so I have that die, and I've already gone ahead and cut out this die. And this is done from, looks like Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that down. Now, because I'm going to lay this on top of my big heart, I don't want to put adhesive on this. I want to put my pop-ups on this side. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to adhere a little bit of glue. I'm going to have to buy some more glue this week. I have to place an order. Okay. You still have time if you have not earned the product of the month. And if you're thinking, hey, and well, what's that? It's our new promotion that Stampin' Up is doing where they're releasing product every month. That is called Product of the Month. And you can earn it for $5 here in Canada with a $100 order. And it is the Fabulous Saying stamp set. So if you were curious, go back and check my videos. I did that last week. Okay, this is Bubble Bath, and this is just the cardstock. So it's kind of the color in there. It looks like a really light color bubble. I don't know if it's not two-tone, because two-tone feels a little lighter. All right, so let's pull that in. And then we're just gonna put that up there. And then we're going to do the same. I've already die cut. So all these dies, these hearts that you're seeing right now came from the Endless Love dies. So that coordinates with the Endless Love stamp set, which is part of the Made with Love suite. A lot of love words in there. Okay, so I'm gonna put glue on this side, and I'm just gonna start a new thing here. Let me get a couple in my hand. All right, so I'm gonna put glue here, which means I'm going to adhere my dots there. And I'm going to put glue on this side. Now, because I did this already for one, I might use this for a page for my puppy. Or maybe my love for crafting might go in here. Maybe I'll do a picture of me in my craft room. That might be a good idea. Oh, sorry, I hit my light. Oh, sorry guys, I hit my hand hit the light and it turned off. All right, I also have a regular heart, so we're just going to do the same. We are just going to adhere that down. We'll put a little glue dot here at the bottom, but otherwise we are just gluing. So as I said, we are using, in case you're scrolling through or just found my video, we are using the Love Story stamp set, and we are using the Made with Love Designer Series paper. All right, this is all I have left of this ribbon. I use this ribbon so much. This is the Bubble Bath ribbon that coordinates with it's part of the Made with Love suite. This is all the piece I have. Like, I love this ribbon so much. I've used it in all my projects I've been creating. So I have to order more when I order some more of my things. So I'm just going to make a bow, and then I just kind of pull my ends to get to the point where I really like it. I'm going to grab a glue dot. And just right here, and I'm just gonna put a bow right there, and then I'll probably cut that off. So let me just grab my paper snips, and then just make sure you hold your ribbon up, so you don't want to cut your paper when you do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring in one of these little stickers. Now it says, we belong together, February, a love-filled day. Happy with you, my best friend. I'm going to put happy with you. I'm thinking I might use this for my scrapbooking, like my room. And I truly do call this my happy place. So if I have a picture of maybe me stamping or creating just creating, I think that will be a fun one. Okay, these are stickers. As you can see, they're sticky, but I actually want to pop mine up, so I'm going to use dimensionals here. Happy with you, and I'm just going to, actually I'm just going to put it right on my heart. So happy with you. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of stamping because I wanted to show you the sweet word. So let's move that over, and I'm going to put this behind me. I'm going to grab us a piece of white paper, okay, and we're going to use Real Red ink. With our photo palmer stamp sets, because our photo palmers are jelly-like, they're very thin, you want to have something underneath that gives you a cushion. I am using our paper piercer mat, and what I did was I just cut a piece of the grid paper, just because I found when I do a lot of classes and people stamp, then they get it on here, and then if someone puts it on their project, it kind of goes off that way, and it's just not fun. Okay, so here is our stamp set. And I will pull this off. Okay. All right, so let me grab us a block. I'll put it on there so it can just rest for a minute. We'll pick that up. Oh, there we go. Put that over there. All right, we're gonna ink it up in Real Red. Now, there's sweet. Actually, I'm going to just clean this up because, oh, I'm almost out of mix too. I need to do just a supply list order. I might do Sweet Love. No, I'm going to do Sweet. I haven't decided yet. Here, let me just put this away so we don't lose this stamp because it's so sticky. Okay, I'll put this back in here. You know what? I actually might stamp the word love. So let's just bring that in. Okay, so as I showed you, these two stamp sets work perfectly together. We're going to stamp Sweet Love. Because, or I could stamp You Make Me Happy, but I already did Happy. I'm going to do Love, and then we'll play with it and see whether we like it on both of them. Because I think I'm going to use this for, oh my goodness. I'm going to use this for, as my scrapbook room, because I truly do love spending time in my scrapbook room. Okay. So let's go ahead and just move that, put that down there for a minute to rest. Okay. Oh my gosh. I am like, everything is sticking together. It's crazy. This is why you need to put these things away, because these little babies stick so much together. I feel like I got something on my stamps here. Let me just give it a clean. Oh. All right. I made noise and my puppy looked at me like, Mom, I'm sleepy. What are you doing? Oh, I got a little bit of rocking. Okay, do you think I'm going to get the word love here without? No, I'm going to get a new piece of paper because knowing my luck, I would hit the word sweet and that would make me very upset. All right, let's just stamp the word love. Awesome. Oops, I think I had something on my dot there. Let's try this again. That's better. Okay. I could tell there was something on it. You can see I got a little bit, but when I went to clean my stamp, a little white speck fell off, so I knew that I was not in the right spot. Okay, let's put that away. Let's do this. And let's put this back. So this is what I love about these, the scrapbooking workshop kits, is that they coordinate with products that are already in the catalog, so you can mix and match. That adds more value to your products and to how you use them in your stash, which I think is a fabulous idea. Okay. Okay, so now there are no dies. Well, there is dies, but I wouldn't want to, I haven't tried cutting them out. So let's just cut these out here. And then we'll just go ahead. Okay, so do you ever remember when you were in school and you used to do bubble letters? You know, like if you were making like titles, I feel like I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to like go around kind of like this. Just creating that like bubble love. Now, I'm assuming you could probably cut, I don't know if these would actually cut out with the dies. You would have to really lay them down. I think it's more meant for just cutting out. Okay, let me just trim this a little bit there. Okay, sweet. Let's go ahead and do love. So I'm just gonna go up. I cannot believe that this is the last Monday in January. It feels like we were just getting ready to celebrate the holidays, and yeah, and now. So today is Monday, January 26th. If you are watching live or if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate you joining me. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I cannot believe. I saw a post yesterday that said, like, only 11 more months till Christmas. And I was like, oh my gosh, we just finished. Oh, that's my page that we already did. That's not going to work. Okay, so what if we put sweet love? Or maybe just love. I might just do love. What do you think? Should we do sweet love? Sweet. If I do like sweet love. I think I might just do love. Let me see. Sweet love. Oh, we can put sweet love there. Let me see what that looks like. Sweet love. I kind of like it there maybe. What do you think? Because I have sweet there. Oh, I could do sweet love like that maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Sweet love. Ooh, I think I like that. Sweet love. Okay, so we are going to pop up the S side because that's what we're doing. We're going to glue down this side. Ooh, that's a lot of glue. That's what happens. See, you get too much glue. And I'm just going to really put that down. Nope, I do not want to pop up that on that. I'm going to spread this glue out. Hold on. I should have popped it up, but it's too late now. I'm going to spread this glue out here. There we go. All right, we're going to do sweet. Now we're going to pop up the word love, just to make it pop up from the wording here. And as I said to you, I will probably use this page for my love of my scrapbook room, aka my happy place. I will do a little bit of journaling. I will put a picture of maybe my room and a picture of me, and then I will journal how much I love being in my room because I spend a lot of time in my room when we don't have family things on or anything like that. All right, so there is our page for tonight. Let's just do a quick, I'll show you, this is the first, I'll show you just the two of them together, but you can see how they're same, but just a little different. We just added the extra love word on this one. And who knows, maybe I'll go back and add sweet love on, I mean, I do love hockey, so, and I do love the Habs, so. All right, so here is the page we created. I wanted to show you, so these are the photo mats that you get in those workshop kits. So easily, remember I told you I didn't hear this down, and this is for the reason, because when I go to put my photo down, look what would happen. My photo would be covered up. Now, that would be fine, because if you put another photo on top of it, it would cover it up. But if you didn't want that, you could just have it like that. And I don't have one for a 4x4 here, but so now I could leave this and know when I come back, I would know what size my photos are. So you get these little photo mats in the workshop kit, which is really, really cool. All right, so let's just do a quick recap. We tonight created this sweet love page. It was inspired by a girl named Holly on the Scrapbooking Global Facebook group. And we used the Love Story stamp set and the Endless Love stamp set. And we used the Made with Love Designer Series paper, the Endless Love dies, and then we pulled in a sticker from the Love Story Scrapbooking Workshop kit. All right, so once this video is done processing, which will probably be within the next 24 hours or sooner, I will upload this video to my blog, which is right here, www.stampinwithAnn.com. I will give you all the measurements so you can easily come back to this page and find out what we used. And you will see like this version and then this version just to show you the difference. Obviously, I'll put one and you'll see it in the video. Set your alarms for Wednesday at 7 p.m. I will be back to showcase the card class to go. So how does that work? If you place an order from tonight, January 26th to Sunday, February 1st at midnight, $50 here in Canada before shipping and taxes and any rewards taken off, you will qualify for the card kit to go that I'm going to show you on Wednesday night. If you are one of my international friends, unfortunately I can't send you a card kit in the mail, but I can offer you the PDF, and that will also be available on my blog later in the week. All right, everyone, I think that is all I have for you tonight. I would love to know what you thought of our page. I totally think this page could be easily switched out. You could do white and cherry cobbler. You could do real red and old olive. You could do Christmas patterns. You can do Christmas like you can do a tree or an ornament. You can easily switch this out. You can totally switch out the templates. And that's the one thing I love about scrapbooking, and there's no right or wrong. It's how you see it through the lens of your eyes. So you could easily be like, hey, I like that page, but I'm working on a Christmas layout or a Christmas album. This would be great in a Christmas album. Totally. If you create a page, let me know. I would love to see it. All right, everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys here Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Talk to you guys real soon. Bye.